This is a recipe for North Indian fish curry. I wanted this to be an extra saucy curry, so I started with 2½ onions and 2½ tomatoes. I prepped this in advance, but 1 teaspoon of ginger garlic paste followed by 1 teaspoon of tomato paste. The recipe here calls for 2 bay leaves, but mine are very dry, so I added a few more. Next up, we have about 5 cloves, about 5 green cardamom pods that we're going to crush first and discard the husks. You should be left with something like this. Now for our ground spices. 1 teaspoon of ground coriander, 1 teaspoon ground turmeric, 1/2 teaspoon of medium hot red chili powder, 1/2 teaspoon of crushed black peppercorns. The final 2 prep ingredients before we can start cooking. Here I have a pound of flounder fillets, and I'm also going to start my rice in the rice cooker now. I'm using jasmine rice for this, but you can use whatever rice you have. Okay, let's cook. Pan over medium-high heat, add in your onions, cook them until they start to become transparent. Then we're going to stir in our ginger garlic paste, quickly followed by our tomato paste and tomatoes. This will all get cooked down until mushy, and it's going to get transferred to a blender. Add some water to clean out the pan. Blitz this until it's a smooth puree. Set this aside and let's return to the stove for the next step. Reheat your pan with a little bit more vegetable oil, and once it's hot, add in your bay leaves, your cloves, and your coriander seeds. Watch it closely here and listen for a pop before adding your ground spices: coriander, turmeric, chili pepper, and black peppercorns. As you're about to see, I forgot to include a splash of water with the ground spices, so my ground spices burn here. I had to go back and mix in some new spices and start this process over again. This time, I heated the pan, added the bay leaves, cloves, and coriander seeds. After hearing the pop of the spices, I added in my ground spices along with a splash of water. Stir this until your spices darken but not burn. The oil should separate from the water, and then add back in your curry mixture from your blender and bring that to a boil. Season with salt and gently place your fish in the pan, being careful not to break it. Fish is delicate, be careful. I tried to just spoon some of the curry over top of the fish so I didn't have to flip it very much, making it fall apart. And just continue to cook this until the fish is all the way cooked. It should probably take like 7 to 8 minutes. Congratulations, you have now made a fish curry. Serve this immediately over rice, and it would be a major disservice to the dish to forget the lemon. So add in that citrus back. The acid will really help bring out the flavors in this North Indian fish curry. Thank you so much for cooking with me today, and I hope you make this dish and let me know what you think of it in the comments. I have a lot more fish curries that I want to try, and I'm excited to see where this goes. So enjoy. Also, the recipe will be in the description.